Okay, so in this video we are going to start using Bootstrap, which is the web framework that we'll be working with in this class. Bootstrap was originally developed by Twitter. It's been around quite a while. They were using it internally at first, so if they needed to try something out or prototype a new feature, this was a tool that they would use, and then they decided to make it open source, release it to everyone, make it free to use. So now Bootstrap is very widely used across the web, which also makes it a good skill for you to have. If you say that you're familiar with Bootstrap, you know Bootstrap, people will know what you're talking about. So to get started with Bootstrap, we'll go to getbootstrap.com. And then we'll click on documentation. Bootstrap has really good documentation, so you'll spend a lot of time here. There's a couple different ways that you can start using Bootstrap. At its core, it really is just a set of CSS and JavaScript files. So you can take this line here, put it in the head of your HTML document, take these, put them at the end of your document, and that's one way to get started. You'll notice that these are absolute paths, okay? So this is different than the way that we've been linking our CSS files so far in this class. This is a link to what's called a CDN, or a content delivery network, and basically this is just a really easy way for you to use their CSS file without having to put it on your server. So you can do it that way. The way that I like to do it is to use their starter template. So this is a skeleton HTML page with all of the Bootstrap stuff already added to it. And if we copy it, we can move it over to our HTML file. You're in Glitch or you're in Atom working on your laptop, it doesn't matter. And this gives me everything that I need to start working. So if we preview this page, we'll see that if we inspect, this isn't how an H1 normally looks. If we just start a blank website, this isn't the default styles. And if we look in the inspector, we'll see that this is some of the Bootstrap CSS that's already being applied here. So that's kind of the way that we use Bootstrap, is we just write HTML that either has default styles applied to it. So let's see, a block quote. There will definitely be default styles for block quote. Okay, this isn't how a default block quote looks, but it's how a Bootstrap block quote looks. Or in later videos, what we'll start doing is using what are called components. So applying classes and things to pull in more of Bootstrap's functionality. Okay, so all we did here is get started using Bootstrap. This is a good time for you to go to getbootstrap.com, go to this first documentation page, pull this starter template, load it up either in Glitch or in Atom, add some HTML, and start playing with how it looks just a little bit. And then next video we'll get into some of the more interesting things.